is, he was in the streets, so he used to do a lot of illegal activities, but he wanted to leave that life alone. So he eventually used his money from being a gambler. See, a lot of people didn't know Dapper Dan was a gambler, and he used to use all his money to invest in himself. Thank you for the gifts. I appreciate the love. So he ended up opening up a store. And when he opened up that store, he was doing a lot of illegal stuff, like putting the logos. I don't know if y'all know them old Rakims and Eric B's, and y'all might see a Jeep, and it got all these logos like the Gucci logo back in the day. So, but that was illegal. So he started getting some flack, right? So in 1980, I think it was 1988, they started coming down on him a little bit more. A lot of people started having problems with him and things of that nature because they was using their brand. He was creating his own. So eventually he ended up getting real big because his first hip hop artist that he styled was LL Cool J. But he still didn't get big off of that. What he originally got big for is because Mike Tyson had a fight with a man named Mitch Green in front of his store, and they seen it in the back. So that's how Dapper Dan got on, And then for about 10 years the store was going. And then Fendi, I know y'all heard of Fendi before. Fendi eventually got a lawsuit, and they had to shut it down. But I say all that to say this. If you got a dream, you can stick with it, because when it came down to Dapper Dan, it didn't stop there. Yeah, 1992 was when it got it shut down. It started in 1982, and he was off the scene for a while. He still followed his dreams because in 2017, 2017, Gucci contacted Dapper Dan, and they did a joint deal with Dapper Dan. So he's still, to this day, he's still doing this thing when it comes down to the fashion. So if you got a fashion with a passion and you black, man, go ahead and get behind that. Some of us only know about the Kanye Wests or the Diddy Combs or the Rockefellers, but it don't got to be on that scale. However you want to create it, you can do it. Just believe in it. Just believe in it, and you can do it, because now, all these years later, when he started that in this small store on Lexington, way back in Harlem, it was like a little grocery store, they said it. It was open every night. I'm talking about 7 days out the week, 24 hours a day. He never knew that in 2017, that Gucci, the same people that used to steal their stuff illegally. See, Gucci didn't have to do that. Gucci didn't have to mess with him. Fendi didn't mess with him. Louis Vuitton didn't mess with him. But that's when you got God's blessing on your life, because he manifested that. Yeah, because he believed in himself. He believed in that ideal. And now look today, you can get the real Gucci collaboration with Dapper Dan. So I just wanted to bring that to y'all, man. Believe in yourself. Stay smashing for it. We're going to keep this fashion thing going, because when it comes down to fashion, we affect everything cultural. Think about hip-hop. It ain't just in hip-hop, though. We could talk about rock and roll. We could talk in every fashion when it comes down to our culture, this black culture, this melanin. We inspire the culture. Keep it true. Keep it black. Y'all already know what time it is. It's TK Capone. Tea time. And thank you for having me.
I appreciate you, King, so much. Thank you so much. Again, you guys, I apologize for all the discrepancies and everything. The show must go on. Thank you, King, for even showing up. That means a lot to me.
Tea time, Vaughn.
Tea time. DJ, can we get some music? Do anybody know how to go in rest mode? Donnie was mistakenly kicked, and he has something coming up for the program. Big Keys, you know how to go to rest mode?
Yeah, you gotta put your settings on. Where it says top left. You see it?
Mm-hmm.
You gotta turn it on.
I think because we're in the Bigo feature show, so I probably can't do it. For that, I apologize, Donnie. If you have a fake page, you can come. Huh?
When you say keep my live room, is that on already? Is that feature on? Or,
no.
It's not on?
Mm-mm. It's all good. Donnie, if you could come back from a foo-foo, I appreciate it. They said I can in the show, Brandon.
Okay.
All right. Without further ado, can we have, next up on deck is Savage Royalty. Can we please get some hustle and flow going for her? I'll give her a few seconds.
The murder case. I got a show today. It's all I'm trying to do. Hustle and motivate. Choppers a throwaway. Hustle the overweight. That's why they follow me, huh? They think I know the way. Cause I took control of things. All in the solo way. And if you pattern my trend, I make you my protege. Crossing that soldier race. Niggas don't know them days. Take you in back of the buildings. Make you expose your rage. Take you across the tracks. Make you explode the face. Chanel, but you got a soul to save. I just been cooking that note. I'm about to drop in a few. Think if I call it the great, the people gon' call it the truth. I ain't really trip on the credit. I just paid all of my dues. I just
Without further ado, everyone, please welcome Savage Royalty.
Can y'all hear me well? Everybody can hear me well. Thank y'all for the gifts. Hello, everybody. My name is Savage Royalty, otherwise known as the Bigo News Reporter, but I am really big on legacy. And I feel that way because I understand my history and what's in my DNA, and I understood I have royalty in it. So I ask you a question. Hey, Black child, do you know who you really are? Do you know that you have the DNA of Lucille Smith, one of the biggest names that was responsible for creating convenience stores right after slavery? Hey, Black child, do you know who you really are? Do you know you have the DNA of James Fortin? He invented a cell which was a device to enable him to be able to be worth $100,000 then. If he was living today, he would be worth $2.5 million. Hey, Black child, do you know who you really are? Do you know that you have the DNA of Clara Brown? She was an ex-slave she established a laundry business using her money to invest in real estate, owning 16 lots in Denver. Hey, Black child, do you know who you really are? And you have the DNA of Annie Malone, funded the Perot College, a commercial and educational business focused on cosmetics for Black women. She created jobs for Black women, 75,000 across the world. Do you know that you have the DNA of Frederick Patterson? He was the first Black man to manufacture cars, and he later bought his business partners out of the business, who was a white man. He was the biggest competitor for Henry Ford. Hey, Black child, do you know who you really are? You have the DNA of Maggie Lena Walker. She was the first Black woman in the United States to charter a bank, forming the St. Luke Penny's Savings Bank. Hey, Black child, do you know who you really are? You have the DNA of Arthur Gadsden, a serial entrepreneur who has businesses across Alabama, such as funeral homes, burial insurance companies, citizen savings and loans associations, construction companies, and financial institutions. Hey, Black child, do you know who you really are? Do you know that you have the DNA of Thomas Jennings? He was the tailor that operated the clothing store in New York. He invented dry cleaning and patented becoming the first Black man to be patented. Hey, Black child, do you know who you really are? You have the DNA of Sarah E. Good, owned a furniture company, created fold-away beds in which we still use today, becoming the first Black woman to gain a U.S. patent. I say that to you, Black child, because I need you to understand who you truly are. These people came right out of slavery and became multimillionaires. They became entrepreneurs out of slavery. I'm telling you this because no matter what you are going through, no matter what your struggles are, no matter what you have been through or what's your story, you still have the power to defeat all and become your own legacy. But I'll tell you something about all these Black owners. Their legacy are not living today. Their children are not able to eat off the place in which they worked for decades. Why? Because the white man stole them from you. So I ask you something, Black child. Why won't you take the power that you have right now to own something and a legacy to hand down to your children that they can eat off for decades to come? Don't waste your time on money and things that are not profitable, that cannot be profitable for your children for days and months to come. So I ask you, Black child, to understand what's in your DNA and understand that you are the bread and butter to this country. And without you, this country does not move. Thank you, everybody.
Thank you, Queen Savage. Thank you so much for blessing my panel with that word. Can I please get Miss Tammy P.A. and OG Murder in the queue? Can we get the DJ to spin for about 3 minutes for us? Get us back in the mode. Thank you, everybody, for the gifts. Thank you so much. Great job to everybody so far.
DJ Main Papi. Gonna take it here for a little bit.
What up? Hey, shout it what it is. What up? Hey, shout it what it is. What up? Hey, shout it what it is. Little buddy, what you on? Some violent shit. Two-stepping laid back, still wild shit. What up? Hey, baby, I got the potion. Take a sip of this and put your back in motion. Little buddy, what you on? Some violent shit. Two-stepping laid back, still wild shit. What up? Hey, baby, I got the potion. Take a sip of this and put your back in motion. Man, I'm like a need a... Oh, silly. Big money. Big Billy. They sliding in the mall, can you hear me? I be say some of these bars, they call me Big Ellie. They click silly. Big money. Big Billy. They sliding in the mall, can you hear me? I be say some of these bars, they call me Big. Let me dip it up for cuz in the back. Let me dip it. Let's turn up a little bit now. I'ma tell you how the calls in the tag. Timberland ladies love on the track. Love to get the ice pop champagne. Don't forget I used to ride on the train. When I'm about to ride, call my name. Go crazy in the mall with James. No cat not ill like me. In the jail for free. Ladies, talk that shit a little bit. Hold on. You better have my legal.
Hey, yeah, crime, let's get it on. MCs wanna eat me, but it's Ramadan. Keep us on the arm when it's ice, it's ice. When I'm right, I'm right. When you're wrong, you're wrong. I'm the bomb. Records classic, in the wrong. Flows all night like it's John. Been this night since bomb. Before the artist is known as with my
How we go like?
Full belly first class, and I don't play. I watch them pop. When y'all niggas go broke after you cop them. See you in the club, no bub, nigga pop it. Then you pick it up, nigga knock it.
Yo, shout out to everybody in the building that's supporting this, man.
You ain't got dope.
Salute to Vine for having it. Salute to Bigo, man.
Stop clock at the bar, yo. All night, I pop. Is it alright? Shake it right. Can't stop it. Me and my girl, session at the hot spot. I pop. Stop clock.
It's a party, ain't a party till it's grand on through. And if it's my shoes, it's gonna be playing blue. After 3 hours, we gon' go walk this group.
A party ain't a party till it's
Grand on through. A party ain't a party till it's grand on through. And if it's my shoes, it's gonna be playing blue. After 3 hours, we gon' go walk this group. A party ain't a party till it's grand on through. Shorty, you staring at me, it's the G. As I walk into this city, I can feel you digging me with your glass of Remy. You had what you missed, but still I'm impressed with your wild out.
Let's get into it.
And I got to run on through, but maybe later on we can chat over booze.
Hi, everybody. My name is Tammy, PA. I'd like to first thank everyone for tuning in and to especially thank Von for being the catalyst for having a night of excellence and celebrating Black unity and what it means to be Black in America. We've heard from some of our favorite broadcasters tonight, and they all gave us their, interpretations and their perspectives about what Black history means to them. I'd like to focus on the triumphs and the evolutionary growth of the captive cargo, otherwise known as the Negro, the slave, the property, or as we know them today, beautiful, intelligent, creative Black people. Let's talk about our growth from the cotton field to colleges and universities, from whippings and backlashes to the Billboard charts, from ignorance to icons. Imagine being property to today being able to own property, from being hopeless to hopeful, from enforced illiteracy to MDs and PhDs, and imagine from prisoner to president. No group of people on the planet have survived and excelled like beautiful Black people. From captivity, from slavery, Jim Crow, civil rights, redlining, and the numerous institutions that have been set in place to hinder us, to stop our growth and our productivity. Because trust me, in 1619, when they put the first captive slave on a slave ship, the plan was not for one of us to become president. So we are resourceful and beautiful people. We have come so far and we have achieved so much. And we have excelled past all imaginable expectations. Know, as a beautiful Black person, not only are you beautiful, you're intelligent, you're capable, you're resilient, you're strong, and you are the cream of the planet Earth. Nothing stops or starts without our creativity or our input in film, in music, in science, in mathematics. Know that we were the first surgeons and the first mathematicians, the first people to discover astrology. We have discovered so much, and in your DNA and in your DNA and your genetic code is gold. And that gold is your ability to excel beyond anything. Nothing has been able to break us as a people. And know that the best is yet to come. Thank you very much. My name is Tammy, PA. Have a good night, everybody.
Thank you so much, Queen. I appreciate that. You guys, we have about 3 acts left. So we have on deck. Baby, please get out the queue. We have about 3 acts left. Can I get OG Murder in the queue, Ashley, and then we're gonna end it with my agent, CEO Brandon Keys. So can we get some music, DJ, just to give them time to get in the queue? We have 3 acts left, everybody. Thank you guys for sticking through it. It's my first time. We had some difficulties, but we got through it.
Fresh out the federal building, the Bentley coops with the convertible ceilings. It's the Black Widow. Call me Miss White. I done been through it all. Shootouts and fist fights. Brooklyn bitch, you go wrong, I get right. Back with a class. Give me 6 mics. Can't reach me on the phone and send a bitch a kite. Man, I'm losing in Hillthorpe, Bear Chris Knight. Stand behind Martin Luther King, but I'm more like Malcolm X. Gorillas beating on their chest, get it right on Malcolm X. Please keep the peace, cause if power show me disrespect, my niggas put a soul to rest, and I don't wanna see champagne in my campaign. Let's get into it. Told you I'm the same bitch from the escalator, and I ain't tripping off you rats and investigators. Get your envelopes, time to address the haters. I just wanna get your attention. Thank you.
Y'all, without further ado, real quick before you start, OG, I want to give a big thanks and a big shout out to you for still supporting this movement. Thank you for promoting it like you did. I really, really appreciate it. Without further ado, everyone, OG Murder.
Yeah, dude. Well, now. When I get an introduction, I just go straight in. So, first of all, we're going to talk about a little New Orleans history, right? When it comes to the music scene. Everybody always talk about Soulja Slim. Everybody always talk about BG. Everybody always talk about Juvenile. Everybody talk about Lil Wayne. But people fail to realize the greatest of all time. So I'm going to give y'all a quick little history lesson. Cash Money Records, the Cash Money Records that y'all know is a different Cash Money Records from the Cash Money Records that we know. See, it starts and ends with the Hot Boys with y'all. But see, in our city, it starts and ends with UNLV. When y'all see us throw these U's up, this shit represents so much more than a symbol. It represents pride. It represents uptown energy. It represents everything that we stand for. UNLV taught so many people like me and the people who came up in my era. Most of us didn't have no fathers. So most of us are UNLV babies. They raised us. They made us the people who we is. They taught us how to walk. They taught us how to talk. They taught us them uptown slangs. They made us the people who we was. They made us proud to be from uptown. Straight up, like, at the end of the day, if y'all think Soulja Slim was something, y'all gotta understand, Soulja Slim, he came up under Yellow. Him and BG watch Yellow Boy. Yellow Boy is the creator. UNLV is the greatest group to ever come from the city of New Orleans, even though a lot of people think it's the Hot Boys. No, so we gonna take this time out to give a special shout out to UNLV, Yellow Boy, Yafet, Tech Nine, people I know personally, people who really groomed me, people who made me want to be a part of this game. The reason why I started doing this, I never gave a fuck. I ain't care about the money. It wasn't never about the money with me. It was only about joining that list of greats. If your name ain't on that list, it don't matter. You could go around New Orleans, but you ain't gonna get the same respect. If you go around the city, you ain't gonna get it. You gotta do it the way Yellow Boy and them laid that blueprint. You gotta do it the UNLV way. You gotta take uptown, then you gotta move it downtown, then you gotta take over the whole city. If you don't follow that pattern, you will not be considered a New Orleans legend. I promise you. It's like skipping. Pimp Daddy was from downtown, Feli Field. See, these people are originators. You understand what I'm saying? Feli Field is like what UNLV is to Uptown. Feli Field is like they UNLV, like what Yellow Boy is to us. That's what he is to them. Like, and that's facts. All of them are all great. All of them like made me do this. All of them I look up to. All of them I idolize, and that's just real. I love y'all. I know a lot be going on. You understand me? But at the end of the day, dog, we are black, dog. We are awesome. Thank you so much, Vine, for you much doing this. I think we need to do this. We need to do this annually, dog, because we do so much fussing and fighting. Sometimes we got to come together and still remember, dog, I'm your brother. You know what I'm saying? People call it CPS and doing all this stuff, dog. Like, I no ill feelings on nobody. I love y'all. Y'all take care. Thank you, Vine.
Thank you, King. Y'all, before we bring Ashley up, I just want to give y'all a little taste of what OG Murder was talking about real quick.
My dog will be home with a story to tell you.
This the song he requested. Okay.
Don't you be greedy. Get it right, that, don't you dog hold. Get it right, that, don't you dog hold. Work, alright, giddy up, giddy out, pull it out, work, pull it out, make it all what I do,
Just want to give y'all a little bit of that. Without further ado, DJ Man, can you go ahead and play Ashley's intro song real quick? We're going to get into that, and then we're going to get into my CEO, Brandon Keys.
You're broken down and tired of living life on the merry-go-round, and you can't find a fighter, but I see it in you, so we gon' walk it out. Move mountains, we gon' walk it out and move mountains. And I'll rise like the day. I'll rise unafraid. I'll rise up, and I do it 1,000 times again. And I'll rise up, I like the waves. I'll rise up, in spite of.
Without further ado, you guys, please welcome Queen Ashley Tanner Red Sugar.
Good evening. Thanks for having me. I'm going to speak on behalf of Harry Tubman. And it goes a little something like this. Harriet Tubman didn't take no stuff. Wasn't scared of nothing neither. Didn't come in this world to be no slave. And did to stay one neither. Farewell, she sang to her friends one night. She was mighty sad to leave them. But she ran away that dark hard night, ran looking for her freedom. She ran to the woods and she ran through the woods with the slave catchers right behind her. And she kept on going till she got down north where the mean men couldn't find her. 19 times she went back south to get 300 people. She ran for her freedom 19 times to slave black sisters and brothers. So when I say this, I mean it. Harriet Tubman didn't take no stuff and wasn't scared of nothing neither. Didn't come in this world to be no slave and didn't stay one neither. And didn't stay one neither.
I appreciate that, Ashley. That was dope. I really appreciate that. Thank you for coming through, blessing our panel. See, that's what it's about, bringing us all together for this one little moment. Actually, we do have one other person. If Eb can get in the queue, DJ Man, can you play a couple minutes of a song, and then we'll get Eb up here, and then we'll my CEO, and then we done.
Man,
Yo.
I got it. Do that Savage. Do that who was that? That's Megan. Beyonce
Nipsey
Savage.
Hussle. Oh, Savage.
Megan and Beyonce Savage remix, yeah.
Again, I appreciate everybody coming through.
Want no smoke with me? Then turn this mom up 800 degree. Whole team eat chefs cause she's a trade She's so bougie. I'm a savage, attitude nasty. Talk big, but my bank account matching. Hood, but I'm classy. Rich, but I'm ratchet. Haters kept my name in their mouth, now they gagging. Bougie. He say the way that thing move, it's a movie. I told that boy we gotta keep it lowly, me the room key. I done bled the block and now it's happy tunchi. I'm mood and I'm moody. I'm a savage. Classy, bougie, ratchet. Sassy, moody, nasty. Acting stupid, what's happening? What's happening? I'm a savage. Classy, bougie, ratchet. Sassy, moody, nasty. Hacking, stupid, what's happening? What's happening? Hips tick tock when I dance. On that demon time, she might start her OnlyFans. Big B and that B stand for bands. If you wanna see some real baby, here's your chance. I say left cheek, right cheek, drop it low and swing. Texas up in this thing, put you up on this game. I be parking my frame, gang. If you don't jump to put jeans on, baby, you don't feel my pain. Please don't give me hype. Write my name in ice. Can't argue with these lazy basics. I just raise my price. I'm a boss, I'm a leader. I pull up in my two-seater, and my mama was a savage. I got this here from Tina. I'm a savage. Yeah, classy, bougie, ratchet, sassy, moody, nasty, acting stupid. What's happening? What's happening? I'm a savage. Yeah, classy, bougie, ratchet, sassy.
Without further ado, my CEO, Mr. Keys. We got the
No,
keys
let that
to the
play.
streets.
She coming. Let that play. She coming. Let that play. She coming.
Okay. Because I don't see it. All right, hold on. All right, start it out for me, DJ. My bad.
Play it back. What, the same song?
Spin it back. Spin it back.
She coming.
Baby, want no smoke with me? Turn this mom up 800 degree. Whole team.
Don't start making no damn suggestions about the